With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started.
And off we go from Lambeau.
And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. On first down, Rodgers. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Rodgers.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Throwing is Rodgers. They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offense can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nice. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
On the double. Hard. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers?
Touchdown, Philadelphia! In for the score, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Come on, now, let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 50 to my, hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on, set. Get your running. Bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's get green.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's James. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, it's James. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds Taylor, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out, and this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, Dickerson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Randy Moss, 54 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it with James. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Randy Moss. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw again is Jackson. That is caught by Moss for a Raider touchdown. Randy Moss with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Get it.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Tommy Bahana. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. They'll run with a fullback, Bahana. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes the guy...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense, and you're exactly right. Force an early turnover.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Hill. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it, and it's picked up by the Eagles. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Down. 70, Indy. Let's go, D. Check. Cross. Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down now, it's James. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
They'll come out in the pistol.
I got it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, it's James. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Great. 42. 42's the mic. Hey, Haywood. Check. Go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Patriots nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Off the draw, here's Hill. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Show it,
They'll run on 1st down. James. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these...
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just gets gang up on the run. And
can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Hopkins with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a big...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You got to hold on to the under pressure, and they got to him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on first down, Osweiler.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We own them. We own them.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up, and he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Ready. 50, plant. I got it. We got tight left. 5.
On first down, Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Eagles 56, Patriots nothing. Dustin Hopkins sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And that drives Coach. Insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Osweiler to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready, break. Mark 57. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. On the ball. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 30 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
Here's James. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Osweiler. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for New England. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this deep in his own territory.
We got this. At the 30-yard line.
Set. 18 Gators. Watch the run. Watch the run. Be different.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.